Hello everyone, welcome back to Boxed Out Comics. This time around, I'm going to make a different type of video. This year, I wanted to do more learning videos and sharing a lot of the things that I learned as I collect comic books and other comic related items. So, for this video, I'm going to give you the top 5 lessons that I learned while going to conventions in 2024. So, it's kind of like the end of the year recap of 2024. And at the same time, I get to give you guys a heads up of what to be doing in the 2025 convention season. So, first, we're going to start with number 1, which is these are not in any particular order, by the way. Number 1 is never trust an artist with your autographs. And what I mean by that is I had probably 5 different times where I either had instructions or it was very obvious where an autograph should go on the comic book and the artist did the opposite. So some of them were times where I was rushed and I did not properly prepare, right? Having the right marker, meaning the right color or right type of marker for that particular comic book. Or even worse, not having a window sleeve for the comic book so that the artist knows where I would like the autographs. So what I started doing towards the end of the year is having the windows sleeve for my comic book where I cut out the window and I write on the top what color and where the autograph should go. So that actually not only saves my comic book from having an autograph in the worst place or in a place I don't like, but also saves time when you get there if you prepare those sleeves ahead of time. Rather than trying to figure out on the spot what to do or where to get the autograph on. I want to make sure I mention this. It's not that it happens with all the artists that gives you signatures. A lot of them know where to sign or what color, but you figure because they're artists and they work with art, colors, drawing, they would know what's best. I guess they don't. So I've had a artist color with a black marker on dark black hair with a black background. You can't even see the autograph. I was dumbfounded that happened. So with that said, make sure you're prepared and make sure that you know exactly where you want the autograph and what color for your comic book to look its best. Okay. Number 2, always haggle prices. So the best way to do that is to buy in bundles. So if you go to a vendor and try to buy one comic book for $10, chances are you're going to pay $10. They're not going to haggle unless you're saying something like, can I have it for $8? Because the comic book is worth, I don't know, $5 or $6. So he's going to say yes, or she. But overall, if you're just buying 1 or maybe 2 items, chances are they're not going to give you a better price. Now, if you're buying 3 or more, and bundling up, then yes, they might give you a discount, $5, $10, even $15 if possible. If you're buying a lot at a higher price. So always try to do bundles. Always try to ask for a lower price. Just don't take advantage, right? Sometimes that'll just get them upset, and then they won't even work with you at all. So it's okay to always ask for a small discount, but just know that if you're buying 1 or 2, it's probably not going to happen. But you never know. So always try to get a better price. And worst thing that can happen is they say no. I've had that happen once or twice. That's it. But every other time, I usually get a good deal. Sometimes the deals are so good, I don't even ask. If I'm buying something that's like $10 for $6, $7, I'll just take that and leave it like that, especially if the comic book or trading card is in great condition. So let's see. Number 3, don't get caught up in FOMO or low prices. So what I mean by that is there's a lot of FOMO nowadays in comics, and trading cards too, right? Pokemon, comic book cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! If you collect that, or One Piece, whatever it is. There's a lot of FOMO on everything. Now, for me, someone that's always trying to save money, always trying to budget right, always trying to make sure I don't spend too much on my collectibles, I like to always get a lower price for what I'm paying. I like to buy on a good budget, if that's the right word to say. So, what I'm trying to say is you're going to see things that you really, really want, or you believe you really, really want. And you think, FOMO, if I don't buy it now, that's it. Just know that something else will come out that you really, really will also want. So it's okay for me, right? This is my new year condition to buy better and collect better. Is if you miss out, it's okay. If you don't get the one you think you really want, you'll be fine. So now I'm not saying don't have fun and don't buy cool things that you like. I'm just saying it's okay that you miss out. Like, we feel like it's such a huge deal when we miss out. I'm starting to realize I got a lot of cool things that I got to enjoy here at home. So reading and, repositioning my collection to make it look better, I'm going to focus on that this year. But I'm still going to buy cool comics, and especially keys. I've been extra big on buying small keys to medium-sized keys. But, I'm still going to try to get a good price, and I'm still going to need to save some money. And the best way to do it is not to spend all that money on things that are, coming out fresh, and I feel like I'm going to miss out big, or it's going to be something that I could buy for $5 and then it's going to be, 20 to 30 in, a month, and I'm going to miss out. But overall, whatever I'm buying anyways, I want to keep it for my collection. So I shouldn't be too worried about, the FOMO part of it, right? But, it happens to the best of us. So I recommend, and that's what this lesson learned number 3 on my list is, don't get stuck on the FOMO. It's okay to say no. It's okay to miss out. There's a lot you can collect out there. There's so many comics, so many action figures and other things to collect that are related to comic books. So it's okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. Okay, next, number 4, buy later rather than early. What I mean by this is you get to the convention, it's 2 or 3 days, and usually it's 2 to 3 days, right? There's some conventions that are 1 day, but let's say it's 2 to 3 days, and you get there fresh, and you start looking around, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta have this. First of all, my new rule also for this year is, if the price ain't right for me, and it's not something I have to have, meaning, Hulk 180, I've been searching for it everywhere. It's 400, and I can afford it, and I'm not gonna find it anywhere else because it's something that it's very difficult to find. That's a different story. But if we're talking about a comic book that they made, I don't know, 100,000 of them, and you can go online and buy it, but you see it at the convention $2 less than online, it's okay to wait. It's okay to wait, because if you miss out, you can also buy it later on. There will be other chances. So what I say is wait till the second day or the end of the first day if you're only going 1 day, and just be patient, and hopefully you might even get a better price at the end of the convention, because that's usually when the prices go lower. Also, you might find it at another vendor at a better price, or if it's, for example, a comic book or a card, you might find it at a better condition. And if you find it at a better condition, I mean, you can't beat that, plus a good price. So yeah, patience comes a long way. So it's okay to wait. So that is my number 4 for my list. And last but not least, number 5, invest in a rolling bag. I think I put it on one of my videos. I can't remember, but I want to say it was like after the beginning of 2024. I ended up no, actually, I take that back. It was for New York last year when I went to New York Comic Con, and I found a $13 rolling bag at Walmart. And you'd be shocked how many for under $30 rolling bags that are great bags that you can find. Especially, it doesn't have to be top quality because you're gonna use it mainly for conventions, right? Unless you travel. But for me, it's just conventions. So yeah, I've used it at like 4 or 5 different conventions since I bought it, and it's definitely worth the money. And also make sure that it's one with, you're going to be rolling it anyway. So it's a bag that has a lot of space. So mine is about yay wide, and then it's about this tall, about 20 inches. So it's actually a large bag, but it's not like, like a luggage or anything. But it has the 2 wheels. It's got a handle that moves up, and I'm able to put in there, like if I get the posters, and I roll them up and I put it on the cylinder and I put it in the bag and not have to carry it on my back. Heavy books, or if I take extra sleeves and boards so that I can put the comics that I buy there in new sleeve and boards right away, because sometimes they're really dirty when you buy at the convention, I mean. So yeah, invest in a rolling bag. That's huge. It's okay to walk around with a rolling bag. Initially, I was like, I'm gonna look so weird. Like everybody has their backpack, and I'm rolling around. And then you start paying attention. A lot of people have rolling bags. What I like about mine is it's not huge. It's not a luggage, so it doesn't get in people's ways. And when I'm looking through comic books, I just put it right in front of me, and I just start hunting for comics on the long boxes, and it doesn't get in my way. So yeah, that is it. So I think my most important one out of this was the autograph one. So I want to reiterate, trust only yourself to how you want the autograph to go on your comic book. So hope you guys had a great 2024. Wishing you the best on this year, 2025. And yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.